up, guys? Good morning, good morning. Let me know how the volume is relative to my voice here. What's up, team? Good morning, guys. Oh, man. For the guy asking about the float, let me turn the music down a little bit. What's up, Noah? So basically, when you're looking at floats, right, like a large float's going to be like a billion float, right? Like you can see NLY right here on this chart. It's a 1.43 billion float, a huge float, right? 30 million isn't necessarily small. Most of the time when they're saying low float or small float stocks, they're talking about floats that are between, like, I would say, like, the 800,000s, the 500, 800,000s, all the way up to like 5 to 6 million is what they would consider low float. 30 million up to like 30 million's on the smaller side, don't get me wrong, but you know, up to like 100 million is probably what they would consider small float. Anything from 100 million up to like 500 is probably medium sized float. If I had to kind of guess what people would classify as small and medium and large floats. But the point remains, a large float's going to be in the billions, like NLY right here. You see the 1.43 billion float. That's a large float. 30 million is not that small and not that large either. Is this loud? I got you. I'll turn it down then. Let me know if that's better. Alright, man. Let me wake up a little bit. I'm drinking my coffee, team. Alright. My hair's getting long, man. I don't know what I'm going to do. I hate my hair being this long. I'm going to have to find a hat and just throw a hat on and just hide it, you know. It's easier. Is that better? That should be better. Let me know if that works. I got my Baymax mug today. It's a Baymax mug. Don't judge me, you know. Alright, let me fix this monitor here. Is that better? Let me see. I'm gonna listen to it myself. I'll be right back. Alright, that should be better. Let me know if that's better. I turned the music down. Yeah, we do, Tony. We do. That should be better. All right, let me know if that works. If not, I'll just turn it down a little bit more. I can. I want people to still be able to hear it. That's the problem. There we go. That should work. Let me know if that works. You know, that should work. Let me know. All right, guys. So yeah, so let me take a look at some stocks this morning now. The SPY itself is up slightly, up about $2. It looks like $2.21, roughly 23 cents, $2.23. But yeah. We'll see what we get. Market had a big red day yesterday, and it was super well suited towards shorting like I did. And these days in the market are just great for my style of trading. They're just great for me they're great for me trading when I, you know, like when I can just pick a trend and scalp the direction of that trend, right? It's really good for my trading, actually. I can just scalp that direction, and it makes it especially easy on me to just scalp the direction the market is going, and that's why I've been super profitable lately. Yesterday was like a $500 day, and it's been really easy, honestly, guys. I'm not gonna try to brag, but the market's been very easy. I've been, you know, like I said, I've been trading like 6 or 7 times a day, and I'd probably say I'm green in at least 5 of those. And so I've been running at very high accuracy, over 80% with that in mind, consistently. And it's been going really well, man. Like I said, I'm worried for when the market starts to slow down, because while we are volatile right now, this is relatively unusual for this time of the year. Most of the time the market slows down, and it's the most volatile during the winter Christmas months. That's usually when the market is popping off. It's usually slow right now because it's close to the summer. Spring is not that bad, but once summertime hits, the market is generally slow usually. But with all this stuff going on, we'll see. Hey, I appreciate the sub. It's better? Okay, cool. You'll be fine with a few notches more down, Mark? It needs to be down more? I can put it down more. Here, let me just mute this for... Dang it, man. I've been talking to myself. I appreciate you letting me know I was muted, though. MBRX. Gapping up from 56 cents all the way to $1.41. It says it's Metabasis Therapeutics, but when I look it up, it says it's Moleculin Biotech. I don't know. I don't know what the significance. Maybe it's not Moleculin Biotech. The catalyst I'm seeing from this is that it had positive safety data from a trial that came out on the 2nd. And then it said it had an active compound in the WP1122 that reduces the coronavirus replication in vitro by 100%. And so I guess this is Moleculin Biotech, is what this is saying. Maybe they changed their name, MBRX. But it's a clinical stage pharmaceutical company that has a broad portfolio of drug candidates. They did announce that an independent research found that their 2DG is going to reduce replication of the SARS-CoV-2, the COVID-19 basically, that causes the COVID-19 by 100% in vitro testing. That's pretty good news for MBRX. It's popping up pretty big here, over 100%. Looks like it's close to like 130%, 140%. But we'll see what happens here for MBRX. We got EFC here, which is Ellington Financial. Sounds like a very snooty company. We got EFC here. This one had some news that came out yesterday that said that they announced the estimated book value per common share, and they provided a business update due to the COVID-19. They said as of March 31st, 2020, their estimated book value per common share was $15.08. On April 7th, the company's board of directors declared a common stock dividend of $0.08 per share, so 8 cents per share, payable on May 26, 2020 to stockholders as of record as of April 30th, and a dividend of $0.42185 per share on the company's 6.750% Series A fixed to floating rate cumulative redeemable preferable stock payable on April 30th. Nailed it. And so yeah, they had some good news come out, I guess, but it's gapping up. We'll see what happens with it. What's the float on this one? Float is 26 million, medium-sized float. We got NYMT, that's gapping up from 130s to 190s. Yeah, so this is New York Mortgage Trust. They're current with the margin requirements and shares are up. Yeah, the trust said late Tuesday that it had, quote, significantly improved its liquidity position and is current with its repurchased agreement payment obligations. And so it said basically it got back on track with its liquidity positions, with its margin requirements, and that is back on track during the Rona virus. For NYMT. We'll see what happens with this one. It is up nicely because of that today. We got APT, Alpha Pro Tech, which is popping off again today, gapping up from 1230s to 1450s. This is a medical mask supplier, and they said that they had received a significant order increase for their face shield products, with current orders totaling over 11.6 million. I mean, to be honest, this is a little bit of fluff. I mean, I think it's accurate. But they also said they're going to ramp up production of PPEs due to the increased demand amid pandemic. And so this is a company that is profiting from this. And the problem, though, is that when you profit from something like this, you kind of want it to get worse. And that's the issue I have. But but yeah, this one is up after it received $11.6 million in current orders for their face shield products. We'll see what happens for APT. Then we got like Pinterest here, PINS. I think people are home and just being on Pinterest more. It projected the first quarter revenue was ahead of the street expectations as users seek ideas during the COVID-19 pandemic. Yeah, exactly what I just said. I think people are going to be on Pinterest more because they're at home, just like people are on YouTube more. And, Pinterest is up, gapping up from 1506 to 1190. We got NVAX, which is another coronavirus stock, gapping up from 1490s all the way to 1660s. And then what was the one? CAR. Somebody wanted me to look at CAR, which is Avis Budget Group. It's a car rental company, I believe, right? It's gapping up a little bit, but not too much here, honestly. So it had a good rating that came out on March 27th, but aside from that, there's no recent catalyst for this. Yeah, I don't see any news, but this one looks interesting. The level I would watch here is the previous closing price down here at 1387. I would see if it can hold over that, and then if it pushes up, maybe see if it can break 15, and then this high up here at 1550. So I look at half and whole dollars a bunch, and so half or a whole dollar and then a $0.50 up here for the high of the day. And when those two levels, when a $0.50 level and the high of the day converge, it can be a very strong support and resistance level. And so if we do get up here up to 1550s, now it should be a really nice momentum break if it breaks it, but we'll see. And yeah, like I said, we got the SPY itself. We can look at some overall market news right now too. Talk to John, think I'm going to get the starting pack. 2 questions. You can't buy low cap stocks, but you seem to be able to when you stream on here. So I don't really buy low cap stocks, and all the stocks I trade, you can trade them. You know, if you see me trade a stock and you have a TEFS package, you can too. The stocks I trade, it's low float stocks are usually not tradable, and the reason why is because in order to be tradable on my platform, it has to have an average liquidity of 500,000 shares traded per day over the last 6 months. And so by that logic, a lot of these low floaters will just kind of pop off out of nowhere after having zero volume before, and then they'll start getting millions of shares of volume in. And with that, they're not going to have an average daily liquidity of 500,000 shares if you look back over the last 6 months on average. And so because of that, a lot of low float stocks aren't listed on the platform. But if the stock is like a lot of times like small float stocks that have big volume are tradable. Like for instance, look at UWT. Like I can trade UWT, and that is a 16-cent stock. And the reason I can trade this, I'm pretty sure I can at least. Let me double check. Let me double check here. Let me see. So yeah, I'm at around 24. Oh no, I'm at 2,500. I'm over 2,500 in profits. But yeah, so to look to see whether something's tradable, I could say UWT, right? And look, this is a 16-cent stock. I mean, it's an ETF it's an oil ETF is really what this is, okay? So it's a little bit different than like a normal low float or high float stock. And I can trade most ETFs, but like this is a 16-cent stock. But because I'm sure UWT has a very large float, it is tradable here. And so with that said, it just depends on the liquidity of that stock, right? If it has really good liquidity and it has been moving with high daily volume for months, a lot of the time it's going to be tradable. And to their credit, they add stocks fairly often too. Like NVAX used to not be tradable, but now it is. I could trade NVAX if I want to. They do update their system with tradable stocks that pick up that liquidity sometimes. But on average, I would expect most stocks under $10, especially if it has a low float, not to be tradable. And you would kind of want to expect that. But yeah, good luck, Tiberius. But yeah, so with that said, let's look at the market, and I can look at some overall market news today. Robin the Hood. I like the name, man. Love the nickname. Alright, let me find. I'm looking for the market news right now. Let me see if I can find it. I love it. I love the quote, man. I really do. I love the quote. He says, "Here we are again. Morning, y'all. Gangsters, fathers, haters, buyers, sellers, wishers, lovers, waiters, thugs, teachers, fighters, etc. All looking for that money." Yes, sir. Aren't we all, man? Everybody's home right now, man. Everybody's home. They don't have anything to do. People can say whatever they want about the stream, but listen, you guys know I've been super profitable the last, 3 weeks? You know, I've been trading almost all of it on stream, and you guys see how I end every day, and I do it all live for the most part. And so I'm actually very proud of my trading the last few weeks. It's gone very well, and my scalping skills, I didn't realize I could scalp this well. I really didn't. I didn't think I could, but because scalping's very difficult to manage. But as you guys can see, I've been extremely consistent with it. I'm putting in like 1 losing day on average a week, and I've been making some money in the market for sure. I finally scaled up, which feels good, man. Feels good. But yeah, here's the SPY. Let me see which one I looked at. We'll have the ETF preview. I'm sure that will come out in a little bit, but I'll go ahead and read this. And this is from MT Newswires, and it says, quote, U.S. stock futures were cautiously higher Wednesday after the U.S. posted a record number of daily deaths due to the COVID-19. The Dow and S&P and NASDAQ futures were all up nearly 1%. The U.S. recorded the largest number of deaths in a single day due to the coronavirus, with more than 1,800 fatalities. Oil prices were mixed, with global benchmark Brent crude, which is down 0.9%, and U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude, that is up 2.1%. And again, this is all quoting from MT Newswires, ahead of a virtual meeting between Saudi Arabia and Russia to discuss output cuts. At 2 p.m., the Federal Open Market Committee will release the minutes from its latest policy meeting, and in equities, shares of Moleculin Biotech, which is again MBRX, were 181% higher pre-bell after the company said that independent data showed that active compounds in WP1122 reduced COVID-19 replication and in vitro testing by 100%. So yeah, like I said, up when this came out, it was probably it probably was up, 180%. I think it's probably up 150, 140% now. After this big drop since then, this came out right around here. Really, this came out, yeah, here. So yeah, we're down about, I'd say we're up, it's still up about 140%. Man, I'm gonna miss this when we start going back to work. Hey, I appreciate it, man. We'll miss you too, bro. But like I said, man, it feels good. What feels good is like, look, man, like, if you guys ever start a YouTube, you'll know. Like, people just hate, man. They just hate. It makes them insecure. They get mad they didn't do it. They don't want anybody to act like they can do anything, and they certainly don't want me to be profitable a lot of the time. And so when I just have green day after green day after green day, and I stream it all live to where I can't even fake that if I wanted to. Like, if I wanted to fake it, I couldn't, because it's like, it's all live. I can't. What am I supposed to do? Like, everybody watches this live. It's like, I can't fake that. And so the fact that it's all live and I'm just putting in green day after green day after green day, extremely consistent. Haters been awfully quiet lately. That's all I'm gonna say, and it feels good, man. It feels good. Because in the end, like, look, I'm not an expert, but like, I know how to trade, and my account wouldn't be in the profits if I didn't. But I just don't want to act like an expert, because I'm not, there are no experts, really. Question, do I sell Marathon Oil today? I'm about $2, almost $4 now. I bought. So you are up $2 to $4 a share? Man, I don't want to answer that. One thing, guys, like, I don't like answering questions like that, because I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to be like, yeah, sell, and then that thing just runs up. And I don't want to be like, no, hold, and that thing just crashes down, and then you're looking at me like, dude, why'd you tell me to sell, or why'd you tell me to buy? And so I would rather just say I don't know, because I really don't know. I hope you make some money and kill it on that trade, bro. But for me, I just don't know, man. Not a fundamental investor. I'm mostly a day trader. I hold stocks for 30 seconds and get out and make my money that way. But with that said, I just don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, it's a Baymax bug, Netron. Don't judge me, bro. It's a Baymax bug, dude. Look at this thing, man. It's Baymax. It's from Big Hero 6. You know? It's a cool mug, right? Green Day. Yeah, man. Alright. So yeah, you want some stuff moving? Yeah, Fiverr. I think people are probably on Fiverr a ton right now. Pinterest is up because people are just using their platform more than often. People are on YouTube a lot more as well here. NVAX, PINS, MBRX. What else we got? EOG, ENBL, BXMT, and then we got some gap downs, ETHT, UGAZ. This is natural gas. Natural gas looks like it's down, I guess. IQ is down, DRV is down, but yeah, normal stocks like AMD, MU, CGC, Roku, Disney. I'm gonna be watching all of these. We'll see what we get with those, but that's what I'm really paying attention to. PRTY? What is PRTY? Party City, right? Something like that. Yep, party's down. Is it possible? This is actually a really good question from David Moore here. He says, is it possible to day trade and do well with only going long? It certainly is. The reason it is, it's going to be more difficult though, because at least with my style, number one, it absolutely is. And there's a lot of traders that only go long. So it's 100% possible to only and solely go long in the market, never go short and make money. And a lot of traders do it. With my style of trading, it's still possible, but you would have to be more patient, because what you see me do a lot of the time, especially in the last few weeks, like you've been seeing me make all this money in the market, but what you'll see me do is that if the market's going up, I trade off of that momentum on the upside. And so it's like if the market's breaking highs, I'm getting in momentum plays on the upside that are following the market. That way, when the market makes a big momentum move and another following stock might lag behind it 5 to 10 seconds, I can jump in that following stock and take the same move the market just did, but in a more momentum style way and a scalping way. So I get in for 10 or 15 cents and jump out. And it works really well, and I've been very accurate doing so. But with that said, you could only trade one direction, and that's fine, but you would have to actually have the patience to skip days where the market was going down, right? So you would essentially, if you're trying to trade like I am, you would essentially have to skip the market when it's going down. You would just not trade at all. And that's very difficult for a new trader to do. Most of the time, a new trader gets excited, gets ready, gets really into trading, and they look forward to trading a lot. And so to find out that the market's just not favorable for them on that day and they're going to have to just not trade at all, again, that's a very difficult thing to do, and a lot of traders are just going to trade anyway. And that's going to hurt their consistency. And so that's what you want to take into consideration. Again, though, you can find a lot of other strategies. Like there's ETFs that are inverse, that do the opposite of what the market does. And so by that logic, you could trade those on days the market goes down because they're going to be popping off. You look at TVIX, UVXY, they're volatility ETFs, but they essentially do the opposite of what the market does as well. So there's other ways to do it, but it requires more patience. And so I hope that made sense. Sorry if I ranted, but I hope that makes sense. It's an interesting question. Yeah, the patience is the hard part, 100%, man. Like I said, think about it, guys. If you're not a new trader and you've been trading for years, what did you do as a new trader? As a new trader, you got ready, you woke up early, you got ready, you analyzed the market, you got really excited to trade. It was a really exciting thing. You got super ready, you got really excited, and you really looked forward to that market day, right? Now, what happens if you just don't see anything that works? What happens if the market is just going against what you want to trade and it's not favorable? You're going to have to skip that whole day if you want to build consistency, and that is extremely difficult for somebody that has just looked forward to trading so much to just say, okay, well, I'm just not going to trade today. Very difficult thing for anybody to do, you know. About 3 years, Matt. About 3 years. 2.5, maybe 3. Off and on about 3, but really full, like, you know, consistently about 2. PACD? I can look up PACD. I mean, PACD here, man, to be honest, and like I said, I'm not saying you can't do it, but for me, it's just not my style of trading. Very choppy stock, very low float choppy stock that doesn't have a lot of volume. So no volume, low float, choppy. And I can tell it's low float just by looking at it, because it's just a big range for how small it is, and just very choppy. There's no pattern I see, unless it's a sideways pattern. Just very difficult, unless you're gonna wait for like a break of these highs and just get in and out very, very quickly. I would avoid it, but again, everybody's a little bit different, and it's just not my style of trading. Yeah, no stress, guys. MBRX. Oh, man, I'm trying to think of the MBRX. I forgot the catalyst for MBRX, but that's a big mover today. But yeah, this one's probably not going to be tradable. Because, and the reason it's not tradable, guys, is because, look, just like I said earlier, the liquidity prior till today was so small. Definitely not 500,000 shares traded per day, right? So this is the first day it's really had any type of liquidity in a while. Nice. Yeah, I'm trading on TEFs, man. Let me look at the catalyst up again for this. Today I'm gonna hold. So yeah, this is okay, yeah, so MBRX had a drug candidate that came out that they say might help prevent replicating of the COVID-19 virus by 100% in vitro. So the virus that causes the COVID-19, it reduces replicating by 100% in vitro testing for MBRX. And so that's pretty good news. We'll see what happens with that. Say I'm going to hold levels, set hard stops. Caught in major pullbacks recently. Going to stem the hemorrhaging of my capital. Yeah, for sure. How about Top Ships? Old school shipping stock. Been around a long time. Been getting pumped up and crashing and dumping for years now. I saw Tops when I first started trading years ago. Tops was popping up with like DRYS, dry ships. If you've been trading long enough, you know that stock. But yeah, now it's just a penny stock under $1. Doesn't really do too much. What is Fang? Is it Fandango? No, this is Diamondback Energy. Yeah, I mean it's low volume in pre-market and extended hours. It looks like this one just follows the market. Like look at this and then look at the market. So very similar to the market, but not a stock I'm super knowledgeable about. Energy stock apparently. But yeah, kind of slow right now. We'll see. Better to my a lot of less expensive stocks or less with a bigger dollar spread. It's all preference. Disney. I might watch Disney. I've been trading Disney on a short-term basis, just based off of the market's momentum, right? And again, like I put a few good videos out this weekend, but like, for instance, if we look at the SPY here and we look at like when the SPY gains momentum, right? We look at a 1-minute chart, and we look at like times like this with the overall SPY, right? Like a big move like this. This is when I trade other stocks. Like I'll wait for the SPY to break big levels like this, right? Whole dollar level of 272, low of the day. And when it breaks this, I'm just jumping in short with, you know, I think AMD, MU, a lot of other following stocks. I'm taking 10 or 15 cents and I'm getting out because these moves have been holding very well lately and following through. It's a drilling company. MFA. Mortgage investments. Yeah, mortgage company. Hopefully we're about to pass all this stuff, man. DGAZ is risky but good money. You can double your money if you play it right. Yeah, that's just an inverse ETF of gas. So that's a natural gas. It does the opposite of what natural gas does. And so if you think natural gas is going down, you could bet on UG or NGAZ on the long side and take advantage of it. If you think natural gas is going to go up, then you can short DGAZ because it's an inverse ETF with the underlying asset being gas, and so it does the opposite of what natural gas does. How much did I make yesterday? 510 bucks gross. Oh, we got Mitch in here. Let me get Mitch in here. Hold on. Alright, bitch. What's up, brother? You there, man? Let me see. Sorry, I was fixing the screen so you can see it a little bit better. Here, that should be better. Yo, what's up, man? Here, let me fix the volume real quick. Here we go. Let me know what the sound is like, guys. That should be better with the music and Mitch and everything.
Choo.
Are you gonna have another brain dead moment? No, I'm not. I went back and watched that yesterday. It's actually a very funny thing to watch. You can see me just freeze. You know. Is it a bad idea to trade pre-market? It depends on your style. Depends on if you can make it. I can't say it's a good or bad idea. It just depends, man. Some people can do things in the trading that I can't do, and I can do things that other people can't do, and so it's all preference. Everybody's a little bit different. Everybody has a different personality, and so with that, some people are going to be able to trade certain strategies, setups, patterns, time frames, so forth better than me, and I'm going to be able to trade certain strategies, time frames, etc. Better than them sometimes, and so if you can make it work, I can't hate on you for it, you know, and I can't say whether you can or can't make it work. It just depends. We got Mitchy Rich in here. Richie Mitch.
What's up, man? Just fixing up some charting, dude.
Yeah, man.
You know how life is.
I got a monstrous coffee mug. It's a Baymax mug. It's huge. Probably lift weights with this thing. Alright.
Lifting weights, man?
I'm lifting my Baymax mug today. That's my weightlifting for sure, bro.
Yeah, the only thing I want to go lift is I'll go try to get a little switchy switch today.
Switch. Mitchy Rich
Man.
trying to get a switch.
The switchy switch is so popular right now. It's like toilet paper right now, bro. If there was a Nintendo stock in the United States, the stock market, I would be buying it right now.
Hey, dude. Well, listen. If you do get one, hop online and get beaten by me and my son. My son are savages.
Oh.
Me and my son are savages at Mario Kart, dude. You can't mess with us, man. You know. So if you do get one, hop on. Get beat.
I'm just giving you some warnings.
Dude.
A good driver.
I'm just saying, dude. You know, I throw shells like nobody's business, man. You know.
I'm telling you, driving games I'm pretty good at. I play Formula One games.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Formula One games. I've been wanting to get like a really bad the simulator like chairs and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, those
with the remotes. Eventually when I get my house next year, you guys are gonna see a pretty bad setup.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've always wanted to get one of those too. My kids and I have been playing. My son has been making all of us play like a family tournament of Mario Kart every single day, and so we'll do 4 races. We always end up letting him win. No. Yeah, we always end up. He always ends up winning. We don't let him win. He always ends up winning. You know. And,
yeah. Hey, the Mario Kart way. Stay in the last place until the last lap.
Power through it. You know, get a bunch of mushrooms and just zoom it up. You know.
Hey, talking mushrooms, I'm in Denver.
Yeah, hey, they probably sell them in Denver, no?
All right, how we doing out there, guys? Good morning. How's everyone doing? Let's catch up with the chat. How we doing? Tiny, Alexander, Noah, Sky, Matt, Scott, relaxing and fun videos. X Trigger, Oscar, Gold. What's going on, guys? How we doing? We got Bill, Slayton, Chris, Man, Isaiah, Jay in the house. What's going on, guys? Manish, Addicted. What's going on, guys? Good morning. If you're new to the chat, definitely say hello. How we doing, Michael? What's going on, guys? Good morning. How's everyone doing out there? Let's go ahead and nail some trades again. Been doing pretty well this week. 2 green days. Gonna go ahead and continue trading. Going to be continue trading these reversals I've been trying to trade during these high volatile times. Been finding more full range trades, and that's why you guys see more of the higher time frames using RSI and MACD. Definitely excited about be putting out a video this weekend about the strategy, so it'll be definitely interesting. If you guys want to check out a video on reverse strategy, I'll be putting it out this weekend. What's up? How we doing, guys? Good morning.
Mitchy Rich.
Oh, I'm excited, man. It's gonna be fun today. One to watch today, guys, is this NVAX. I know you probably already covered it, John. Don't know if you have yet.
I actually went over the move. I didn't go over the catalyst, I don't think. So you can.
Okay. I got you. You can always just put it on up. Okay, it pretty much announced that it has a coronavirus candidate, and it's going to be actually starting to go into human trial in May. That's the NVX COV 2373.
Interesting.
Yeah, so look at this company, man. I mean, look at the daily chart. It broke out early March when we got the drop down. We found a big pullback area here in the 16th. And from that, we've just had higher lows every single day until there's positive news coming out here with the FDA supporting the trial. and you're seeing it break out through the 17. I think what's really going to be vital for it today is going to be watching these $16 level and this $15.70 level. Those are the major supports right now. I think if you break those, you might get down to the 1490s today. But if not, you could see this stock just start riding on up. You know, it has the next resistance up there to the 771. That's the next stop, which is that high of that move on the breakdown day in February 28th. So that's what I would be looking for, guys. This is definitely one that's moving. Lower price stock, giving you an ability to get a lot of shares. Definitely one to be trading today.
Interesting.
All right, let's see what else is up, man. This one might be tradable. Let me find out. Let's find out if this one's tradable. No, it's not, but this one looks interesting. For you guys that have more of a longer biotech look, this MRSN is getting hot. Can't trade it, so they're usually a low volume stock, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. It's just the first day that it's gotten hot. PSTI, man, look at this chart. This is the classic one of, yeah, it goes up, but man, does this come right back down. Look at this daily chart, classic penny stock. Look at these high wicks.
Yeah, man.
It's incredible, you know. It just goes right up and then just goes right back down. Some of those classic penny stocks that happens often. So right now, I think we're kind of more in an in-between day. I don't know about you, John. I just feel like we've been having some kind of more consolidation, and I think we could still even try up there today to 274s, 275s. It could even get above that. Personally, I think that 280 is being a little bit of a magnet, and it's trying to come up. Let's pull a SPY chart here. Make the SPY chart a little bit bigger so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So, you know, I think we might come up to test this 50 moving average, which would be up there to the 280s. The reason why I feel that is just the momentum has been pushing it on up, and I think we might still get a kind of a breakout day before the market would pull back big. I think we keep getting these consolidations up here in the 260s, 270s. I don't necessarily think that's buyers. It just doesn't make sense on the chart. It could be buyers, but I really think that it would at least come back to 250s. So this could just be sellers trying to get in, trying to find the right spot. I think what we've had is a bunch of intraday momentum moves where we'll get a little bit of momentum in a direction, but then consolidation following. So definitely look for that consolidation today. See if we can break out of an hourly chart. Hourly charts have been really well for determining when the breakouts and breakdowns happen. So for right now, I would be looking at 263s and 275s. If it can get above those levels, it would look bullish. Below those 263s, we can get back into yesterday's bearish kind of day.
Interesting. Wow.
It'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, for sure. File ads remdesivir is showing positive results with getting people off of ventilators faster.
Someone brought up APT. Yeah, I can take a look at it. Let's take a look at the major levels for APT.
How was lockdown for everyone? Productive. You know, sitting here learning stuff. Don't got nothing else to do.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm getting to that point where I'm like, yo, I want to just go back to watching some sports and living life, you know. And I'm even like, all right, I'll go back to work, but just let me get my sports back.
Yeah. Hey, dude, they got the UFC coming on in 10 days. You know.
Yeah. All right. Will there be fans? Or is it a closed
Maybe.
arena?
I don't know. I don't care about fans, dude. Who cares? Fans? What's the significance of fans?
It depends on the fighter.
Yeah.
Some fighters fight better when they actually have their like fans behind them.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to see some fights, dude. Honestly, they could throw a bunch of no names up there, and I would watch it. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah, it's better than doing some virtual sports.
Right. I mean, I've been playing video games. Don't get it twisted. Like I said, my family and I have been having a Mario Kart tournament every day during this, and my son's loving it. But
Where
getting a little boring.
may you find Mitch? Right here, beginner trading.
Yeah, Mitchy Switch. Oh no, Richie Mitch is what it is.
Money making Mondays, Mitchy Mitch.
Yeah, there you go. Money making Mondays. Rich Mitch looking for a Switch. Right. There you go.
Yeah, I actually am though, for real, man. These
I
things
know.
are sold out everywhere. Yeah.
I know, man.
About to drive 20 minutes to go get it.
Hey, do your thing, man. You probably find it. I would find one. I would like order one off of online and just order one and then go pick it up so you don't have to like.
You know what the crazy part is? There's not a single one you can buy online right now.
I believe it, man. I believe it. But you might be able to order one. You might be able to hold one. Like if they sell them at Best Buy or something, you might be able to call Best Buy and get them to like hold it for you while you go pick it up.
Yeah, it's been such a popular item that every retailer has decided not to do store pickup.
Oh, dude. That's a jerk move, man.
Yeah. I think it's a really jerk move in coronavirus times, but because what it's doing is it's making people go to the stores and then finding out that they don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me yesterday. I really don't want to keep going to Targets.
Yeah. They're just gonna
risking my life over here.
Yeah. They're just hoping you're gonna go there, realize they don't have it, and then buy something else. That's their plan with that.
That's the plan with that.
Yeah.
You know how it goes.
Yeah.
They want my money.
Mitch doesn't have a stream tomorrow. Mitch is part of this stream.
Yeah, man. This is where you guys find me. You guys want to look me up? I'm right here.
Yeah. Yeah, we rotate. If Mitch is up, we put him up. If I'm trading, I put myself up. We rotate.
Yeah. And we can have a day where, we could put my face up if you guys really wanted to. But at the end of the day, we've tried to put two faces up. It just takes too much of the screen.
Yeah.
There's really no need for it.
100%.
You guys can see everything I'm doing. Just can't see me smiling.
Yeah, but guys, we got 260 people in here. Hit that like button. We got 36 likes. Smash that like button, guys. Hit that subscribe button.
All right. Let's go through my shopping list. Anyone want to take a look at any stock? Call it out. I'm just going to go through some long terms, the ones I'm kind of looking at. One of my favorite ones, USFD. I've been talking about this one. Keeps finding kind of that bottom at 1650. I'm hoping this one keeps coming back down. My wish is to get it near $11 or $10. I would love to get it at $10. If I could get that again, I would take it any day. Reason I like this one is that it's a restaurant distribution, food distribution. Food distribution is definitely taking a hit right now. But I think it's just a matter of time until we get reopened. And these restaurants are going to come calling with big orders, thus getting their food kind of revenue back. I think the revenue would just come back because all these restaurants, either their food has gone bad or they'll need to replenish it because it's just not fresh. So with that, I think they'll get big orders. Big orders should bring the stock back. That's just my personal opinion. Isaiah, don't hate. I'm touching the beard right now. MBRX. Oh, we got some MBRX lovers. Let's get this up here.
Hey, and look, as we're talking about the beard, thanks for the subscribe, Bearded Belly crew. Thank you, bro. Beard Bell.
Beard we got
Belly
a break
brew.
out.
Bearded Belly Brew. My bad. Thank you.
This has to be some coronavirus life talk. MBRX just straight shooting out there, guys. All right, 2 hours release to go. Got the news right here. Let's see.
Yeah, we went over this one. It's they found out that one of their bio drugs goes over, or it stops replication by 100% in vitro testing.
All right, let me read a little bit more into it, see how good results it really has. I'm gonna go into the SEC. Just give me 1 second, John. Take over.
Yeah, no stress. All right, guys, we got 5 minutes until the bell. Let's do this. Hey, I appreciate all the new subs today. Thank you, Brian, Bearded, Yusuf, Marios. Appreciate the love, guys. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell if you haven't already. Should be a fun day, though. We'll see if we can keep the green streak alive. Should we? But yeah, like I said, yesterday Green streamed it. Day before Green streamed it. I think Friday was Green too. I think the only red day I've had in the last few weeks was last Wednesday, if I remember correctly. And that was something happened. I think that was when I thought my son had the fever, and so I just stopped trading. But I probably could have been to Green too. Brand new to this, made my first investment March 23rd, here to see what the life is like. Yeah, I mean, well, big thing is here is we're day traders, right? And so I'm making money scalping stocks. I'm getting in and out within usually a minute or two tops. I might hold it sometimes longer than that, but I'm taking very short-term quick trades, just trying to ride it up on momentum and get out quickly. And so that's really what I've been making my money with. Like I said, my strategy mostly revolves around waiting for big momentum levels in the SPY itself here. Hey, thank you for the sub, Dylan. Welcome to the team, man. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the subscribe. But yeah, my strategy mostly revolves around momentum breaks in the overall market. Like yesterday, you could see this big low of the day break right here. Once we broke this level, you can see just all the big momentum shooting down here. You can just see once this happened, a lot of momentum on the downside. And so I looked at other mid and high caps because 3 out of 4 stocks follow the market. And so when a big move like this happens, I can usually scalp a very quick move on another following stock. Like you'll see me do it with AMD or MU, and I just get in and out quickly, make 10 or 15 cents, and then I'm done with that stock, and I'll move on to something else. And I just do that over and over again, and it can be the big thing with scalping is you have to have a good enough accuracy rate to do it. And I think my accuracy's been running at least 80%, at least. I think I had 7 or 8 trades yesterday. I only lost on 2 of them, and so at least 80% or higher. Consistently the last few months, really. And yeah, it's just been working really, really well. We'll see what we get today, though. Should be an interesting day. And the market is up slightly again. We're at 270s, roughly 268s with the overall SPY itself. You can look at the S&P 500 and see yesterday's market. And we just had some big moves up and down with these. So we'll see what we get. But interesting level is yesterday's closing price. Oh, wait, did it document it today? Is this the previous close? No, it's not. Previous close is right here. But yeah, I think that's an interesting level too.
My readings have this as a go right now. So pretty much what it is that they're using a combination of the 2 drugs that they have to create something that can actually get higher concentration and into the human tissues. The real key here, guys, is that their drug candidate WP1122 is a pro drug to 2GG, and 2GG is the one that's said to have really had some really good effects towards the viruses. The problem with 2DG is it's an active, and so with this active, it gets metabolized in the body way too quickly. So they're using their WP1122 because they got the data that's being shared by all the scientists, and they were able to extend kind of the use of 2GG, which should, in the long run, really affect that virus. If you can get enough concentration of it, they think it can be therapeutic and help you. So that's what they're going to be testing for.
All right, guys, there's the bell. Here, sorry, I was trying to get my screens up. There we go.
Oh, you're good.
All right, team, let's do this.
This one, I can tell you right now, right off the back, it's not too high on the oversold, so it could just blow through $2. I'm not going to trade it until it gets above that $2 at the minimum. Let me get my other screen up. Oil pushing up, guys. Keep an eye on that.
All right, market popped up at first. Initially at the open, we were at 268.40s. Disney big drop, mRNA big drop. I'm gonna watch Zoom again today because I did trade it fairly well yesterday.
Big drop on UAL.
AMD popping off again this morning, but big wicks. Market running up big. Look, there's 269s. Just hit 269s here. New here, love the vibe so far. Hey, thanks, bro. Welcome in. MBRX is halted. Hey, nice, Tiny. Yeah, it's slight. Everybody that streams Trade Idea scanners has to have a slight delay. But yeah, MBRX popped off here at the open, got up to 175, broke the pre-market high, and then got halted immediately. I'm assuming it's going to be a 5-minute halt, and so you should see this one resume, guys, if you're stuck in it, at 8:35, roughly, since it got halted right at the open. So 8:30 halt, should be open at 8:35, as long as it's a circuit breaker 5-minute halt is what I'm assuming. SPY, big turnaround here. Big drop, big reversal for the overall SPY. SPY broke lows here. I'm going to be watching this very closely, see what we get, see if we get a further move down here. Should help me trade some other stocks. I just jumped in AMD short. Small position. Let's see if we get a breakdown here. I'm gonna keep about 820 as my risk. Nice. Take half off here. Quick scalp. Gonna hold this 100 shares. Roughly break even as long as we get a further breakdown in the overall market. Ideally, I'd like to see AMD break under that $48 level. There we go. That's what I wanted. Let me see if I can take one more half here. I'm going to take another half off there. Only holding 50 shares left. Big squeeze up for AMD. It's going to be green no matter what, but I'm going to try to be patient with this. There we go. A little bit better. I'm gonna just get out the rest here. About a $12 gain, small. AMD's was acting a little bit too choppy, and it wasn't exactly doing what the market did. And so with that, I just got out of AMD before that pop up, and yeah, I think that way of approaching it makes sense. The market's dropping pretty big here. was a little bit early of a trade for me, but yeah, there's AMD spike up. Didn't like that momentum, so I got out. Yeah, we got 372 people in here, guys. Almost 400 people. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you haven't already. Appreciate the love, guys. We'll see what else we can find, though. Microchip stocks actually look to be somewhat trending against the market. Not against it, but they're not following it super close. Alright, AMD broke highs here.
Looking to see if Gush is going to break out through 22 here.
What's up, Jackson? What's up, man? What's up, Sergio?
It looks like oil's up today.
Big squeeze on AMD, so I'm glad I got out. I got out right before that reversal, and so happy with where I got out. The reason I got out is because the SPY was down, but AMD was still finding a lot of momentum, and this upwick is what initially made me exit this position. Like, if you look at AMD, this is the stock I traded. I was going short, and when I saw this upwick, you can see this big wick right here, this big green wick right here. That shows a lot of buying pressure. When you have a big down wick like that, it means there's a lot of buying pressure, and when you have a big up wick, that means there's a lot of selling pressure usually. And so when I see a big down wick like that on a confirmed spot like here, then I'm getting out, because that just means there's some support that's about to hold, and so I jumped out and was able to save myself from losing on that one.
Alright, guys. Gonna see if this is gonna get back above 22s. If not, I'm gonna short off 22.17s here for Gush.
SPY actually pulled back, cracked lows just now. Again, SPY just cracked lows of the day. Let me see if I can find anything that looks like at a good enough level to trade this. Maybe Uber. Don't like that one too much. Those zooms are ripping up. Maybe Disney.
Alright, there's a good rejection there. We'll let it try up here. If it doesn't, I'll just go ahead and get in there.
So I'm gonna maybe short Disney here. I'm gonna jump in with 100 shares of Disney, really quick trade.
$9 million shares in Carnival just to open up here. UAL has faded twice. It's probably gonna look for a third fade, and will give you a small risk to a good reward, but be tight because it's a third resistance try.
Sorry guys, my family's having issues. Sorry guys, my family's having issues getting my son to come down and do schoolwork, so I gotta mute myself.
There you go. Let's let this try up one more time. Probably gonna get a new candle here.
Alright, I think my wife got it under control. So yeah, you saw me, I lost like 18 bucks or so on Disney. But two very small trades so far. I'm only down $6 on the day, so very small. We're just gonna wait and see what we can find. But yeah, I had to keep it muted. My son's boycotting school today, so yeah, he's not having it this morning.
Not having it.
Yeah,
not having it.
He's upstairs, just refusing to come down right now, man. If it gets really bad, I'm gonna have to get into dad mode, and he'll listen to me. But hold on.
All right, guys. Now it's trying to break out over through 22s here. If it doesn't break out through the 22s, we're gonna get short here. 2220s would be the risk no matter what. Let's let it try to break out. Ticking time bomb.
Yeah, my wife's phone.
All right, guys, there's Gush trying to push through the 20s. If it gets through, it's just going to be a bullish day for it. So I'm waiting.
Yeah, I'm holding on a AMD. I'm waiting to see if I could scalp this $0.50 break here as the market squeezes up. I'm in with 200 shares. Big drop as soon as I say that. I'll keep it very tight here. Just depends on what the market does. Big squeeze down. I'm out. AMD, huge reversal there. So down 40 on the day. Not the best start for me this morning, but I think that big down wick is inevitable to a certain extent. Sometimes we're just going to get big rejections there.
100%.
And Disney is actually pushing towards that previous closing price. Right now, I think we got a somewhat choppy market, so.
All right. Watch and see if oil's just gonna crush down here.
I'll be back, guys. I'm gonna take my daily, once per stream bathroom break. I'll be back.
All right, guys, right now the risk would be above 2230s. We'll let it try to break through the 25s here, let it fail there, and then we should start seeing that complete wash down. Peloton also starting to look good for the long. A reversal for long on Peloton. Here comes those 20s, trying to get above 25s here. Looks like it's struggling in that level. Let's see if it can get above it. If it can, we'll leave it alone. Hard rejection down here. We might get short and use that top level to risk off of. Like that rejection there. Just giving it a second here. Has one more minute. We want to keep it holding these tops and watch the flip happen. Peloton moving up a little bit there. That's why I like that reversal there, but I'm going to leave that one alone. UAL is interesting.
All right, I'm back. I realized the music's too loud because I was kind of watching the stream during my bathroom break, but I realized the music was too loud.
All right, started put on there, guys. Risk right now is 22.25s.
Want to see it get back to 2180s, and then I'll be looking to add. The key is we want to see a cross here happen with the MACD. If the cross doesn't happen, immediately get out. Stop place guys at 27. Stopped out. Not a bad attempt for an early one. Keep trading. What happened there, guys? The cross didn't happen.
Music is great. Let me know if it's too loud. Yeah, AMD's looking a little too choppy for me to trade today, I think. I think the market's kind of sideways too, though, but I think waiting to find some better plays makes sense. The market's kind of sideways, and so I gotta wait for something good to happen on the upside or downside before I really start to attack here. I appreciate the sub. Rudy, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it.
Interesting one to watch right now, I think, is UAL. It's really good risk to reward on that one.
Alright, market's kind of sideways right now. Waiting till we break out of this range, get some momentum. Hey, thank you, Nazim. I appreciate that, bro. Welcome. Alright, yeah, waiting for some type of momentum to show itself. Not getting much right now. Alright, let's see. I don't mind the market if the market breaks below 267s. I don't mind the short side if the market breaks below 267.50. That low kind of underneath the VWAP on the SPY.
Yeah, seeing some breakdown there. UAL breakdown there.
Yeah, there's the break under that. We'll see if we get some following moves here with some of these stocks. Looks weak. Yeah, there we go. So like I said, that 267.50 level was a big level, and when we broke underneath that, you could look at all the other stocks just turned. Maybe we'll get some downside moves here.
Gush stopped me out a little bit after that top there.
We got a big move down, tested the lows here. Let's see what the market does. Kind of bouncing back, it hit the lows of the day, and now it's kind of rebounding back here. We'll see what we get. See if we get another crack of the low, or what happens here.
Definitely should have maybe kept my eye on Gush as it turned away. I didn't get a chance right there. It's exactly what I wanted to see happen. A move towards the 80, a bounce above VWAP. That's where we can add and then get that big gain. So I was looking to get back in there at 2190s, but didn't really get it on the bid side, only got it on the ask.
Yeah, market bouncing a little bit. Waiting for some more momentum. I'm still down $41. So small. We get a low at the day break. I might short into some of these moves though. Bouncing up a little bit.
Yeah.
At the VWAP now.
Saw a strong bounce there in UAL, guys, so be careful if you're in that one.
Music's good. No, the music's fine. Those are members. We got 407 people here, guys, so hit that like button if you haven't already, and hit that subscribe button. Yeah, becoming a channel member is just a good way to help support our free content here. We're not experts or anything like that, so like you can become a member if you want to and just support our free content. We have some like behind the scenes stuff that we put out for our members, but for the most part, you know, we're just a free resource and community, and so becoming a channel member is just a good way to help support the free stuff that we put out there. You can see the join button next to the subscribe button. Appreciate the sub, Prometheus usable. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
All right, put it started back in just in case we're gonna get the complete washout. I'm okay with risking another 10, 14 bucks here for that potential $60, $80 win here. Just trying to get a little bit faster in here. Got in there at 21.97s there, guys, risking off of 22.21s. Really would just like to see this start getting hit.
Thank you, SEN. Thank you, bro. I appreciate the sub, man. Welcome. Thank you for the sub. Let me see who the latest one was. Man, I'm missing some of these.
All right,
David
next
Smith
minute gonna be big here.
and Andy. I appreciate the sub, David Smith and Andy. Thank you guys. Welcome.
I want a quick flush here. Quick flush.
All right, big drop in the overall market.
It's a good sign for me. Looking good here. All right. Just hit a little small ad. Still at 2190s. Risk is now down to 15s. Just crushes through the 70s. We're going to go ahead and add another 100. Don't want this back above 22s. That's why I have my stop right above 22s. Would like this just to crush through the VWAP, reverse down, cross the MACD.
Man, we got a ton of new subs today, guys. Hey, thank you for the $25 donation, Kai. Draw Jackson drawing supplies will do. I really appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. Shout out to Kai with the $25 donation. Really means a lot. Definitely appreciate it. That's awesome. Having a nice little winning trade here on MU as well. Small winning trade though. But yeah, thank you, Kai. Seriously, it means a lot. I'm sure he'll love it, and I definitely will. So I'm in MU right now. I'm in with 200 shares. Making a little bit of money with it. Gonna hold the rest of this break even. Alright, I took a small little $33 win. Only down about $7 on the day from MU, but we're getting some choppiness in the market. But yeah, I really appreciate
Right,
that.
guys. Looking good here, guys. Looking good.
Oh wait, we got Bailey in the chat. What's up, Bailey? How you been? But yeah, thank you, Guy. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I was short on MU for a little while. I'm still break even on the day though, guys. I've been trading a little bit. There's the market cracking lows here, so I might take a little bit more here. See if we can follow through on this pullback though. I'm back in with 300 shares of MU. We're gonna squeeze up. Market looked like it might crack lows there, but it's alright. I'll let this work a little bit longer.
I'm trying to do the same here, guys. Trying to let it work. If it cracks this, it goes to the 65s, and we get a good gainer. So we're just being patient here. I've already taken the trade. Already set the plan. Just this trade now.
I'll probably get out of this one over 47.50 or so. We're at 47.46. If the market really plunges here, it should be good for me, and that's what I'm betting on. Keep it small if it doesn't, and if it does, it should be a nice win.
Same here.
All right, there we go.
That's the way we trade, right? It's
Huh?
small. Keep it small. Keep the risk small. But when we win, we get good wins, guys. That's what we try to do.
Yeah, really, for the overall market, I'm looking at 267 holding as resistance, hopefully. So there's a nice little move.
Looking good for us.
That's enough for me to... Oh my gosh, man. It popped up right before I took profits. Right before, literally right before. I'm only in with 100 now. I went down to 30 and I was trying to take... I had like a little bit of money, but I'm only holding 100 shares left. It's still a green trade, but not as much as I wanted it to be. I guess I can
All
hold
right,
this
guys,
last.
just added.
I guess I can hold this 100 and see how big of a breakdown we get. But yeah, there's the market, 267 held, and we're breaking lows, so it should be fine for me. But market's bearish, but it doesn't want to break down. It's slowly bearish.
I would agree. I'd agree 100% with that statement. It hasn't really wanted to crack here.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna hold the rest break even here. I'm gonna get out. Kept it almost exactly break even. Got out at 650. And we'll find other opportunities. Just the market's breaking lows and then bouncing and breaking lows and then bouncing, and so it's not giving me that big momentum that I want. I'm still roughly break even on the day though. Uber just cracked lows as well here, so maybe we'll get another chance.
Looking to take some off here at the 50s. It just bounced a little bit, but I think this is going to crack through the 50s. Now we can hold off that break-even rate just right up here at 85s, 80s. We're really at 79, but I'm going to hold off 85s, give myself 5-cent risks now. Give us the chance to really break down here.
Here's a little pullback. We'll see what else we can find.
Next stop, I have 2140s. There you go. Now down by the 60s. Let's see if we can get into the 50s here. Take some off.
I just jumped back in MU and I saw the market retrace a little bit. I'm in with 500 shares this time. See if I can take a quick profit if it drops down. And again, I'll probably get out if it breaks over 48 or 47.50 or so. Looking for ideally a larger breakdown on the bottom here, but if the market bounces, we might get a bounce here too.
Yeah, I'm not liking that bottom there.
Yeah, I might actually get out mine early. Oh, wait.
Just gonna hold mine to break even.
All right, market rebounding, I'm out. Lost 10 bucks. Didn't like the market rebounding up to that 267 level. Maybe I got scared out, but yeah, there's AMD bounce, or there's MU bounce back up to 47.50. So glad I got out.
Stop placed at 90s. Just gonna test my limit right now at 80s, but I'm putting it up 10 cents.
Trying to catch some momentum. Maybe I got faked out a little bit.
All right, 5 minutes about to crack, looking good. I want it to crack above and it could bounce. It's above 80s there. My out is 2190s, guys.
Maybe MU faked me out there, unfortunately. That's cool, but missed it.
Good rejection there for me. All right, there you go, crushing through the 50s there.
Yeah, there's the flush.
Yep, looking good for me, guys. I'm gonna take 100 right here. Boom, just took 100 at 48, guys.
There's the market
That puts us back in the green, guys. Puts us back in the green.
There's the market testing lows again.
All right, guys, down there to the 40s now. Next stop from the 40s is going to be 2120s and 21. So we're going to give this a shot here for a bounce to 2170s. It shouldn't get above 2170s. From now on, no matter what, the rest has to be break even. Setting the stop at 83s, which is 2 or 3 cents above my entry. That's okay. I don't like to place them right at my entry because I usually have a really good entry. Don't want to get tested on it and then just see it drop. So I pick right above it. There you go. Now we're down to the 30s. Making a good move here. Let's see if we can get through the 2120s and then we can take a profit.
Yeah, I'm in AMD trying to ride this breakdown from the low of the day crack up a little bit. I'm gonna take another little half off here, and then I'm gonna hold the last 125 to see if we get a further breakdown down to like 47.80s and maybe the low of the day on AMD.
So the big thing is we got the cross here on the 15 minute. We have the cross on the 5 minute, and then the daily's starting to look weak. Heavy resistance now at 2180s.
I got an AMD right there. I'm up 35 bucks on the day. Small, but like I've been doing the last few days, I'm slowly kind of grinding myself up here. Taking small wins and letting them add up.
All right, guys, now we're down to those 35s. Let's see if we can get through these 2120s. Next stop is 21. We take profit.
All right, market's testing the lows of the day again. I might short into AMD again if we get it.
All right, want to see if this can crack through now. It is getting that bearish look, so we want to see it hold at least the 255s on the up move.
There's the break. And with 500 shares of AMD, quick breakdown. Gonna take half off there. Gonna hold the last little 200, see if we get a nice break under 47.80. SPY quickly bounced. There we go. There's some more weakness. That's what we wanted to see. Break down to like 75. All right, I'm gonna take another half off there. We got 78. I'll take that. Holding 100 shares left.
Boom, guys, looking good here, guys.
All right, I just got out the rest. Up 65 on the day now.
All right, guys, 2155s. I'll add.
That's right, Patel. Yes, sir. Small wins. Aim small, miss small. You know?
That's what it's all about, man. People don't understand that, but that's what it's really about, guys. Trying to let this get to 20s right quick. It's not cracking it. There you go. It's not cracking it there. Let's see if we can get into the next round. Now I'm just following the trade down, guys. I'm just following the trade down, letting it extend. But if it pops up too much, I'll just get out. 55s is that number right now. Don't want to see it really past that. You might get a 60 touch.
Hey, appreciate the love, guys. Man, 408 people in here. Appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button if y'all haven't. We definitely appreciate it.
Watch out. Could come back here, guys. Thinking about adding here, but it's a little risky. This is the part that I've been trying to improve on, guys, the ads. Because if you add correctly with this strategy, you can actually put yourself in a really good position.
Yeah, I think the next big level in the SPY itself is 266.50. We're at 266.40 right now. I think I'm waiting for that to see if it holds this resistance, and I might short into some moves with that. But it just depends. But 266.50 on the SPY is, I think, going to be a support and resistance level. It's like the previous low of the day.
All right.
Thank you, Ama. Appreciate the sub. There we go. There's 266.50. Still testing it though. Hey, I appreciate it. Invest. Thank you guys. Appreciate the love. Alright, we're back up to 266.50s.
All right.
Alright, here's the big test of it. Just broke over it for a split second. We'll see if it holds. We battled it for a minute or so. Now we're finally pushing above it, so that's going to look strong. Alright, got a quick rejection.
I'm just getting hesitant with my ads, guys. I'm just gonna wait. Hold the last 100 I have. I gotta follow the MACD and the RSI and just stay with them because they told me to add there.
Alright guys, so look, exactly what I said, that 266.50 level held as resistance. Big surge back down, so wish I could have taken advantage of that.
Yeah, big surge.
Alright, I'm holding 200 shares of Uber here. Gonna switch it up a little bit. Very small range relative to everything, and if we get a big move down, I should be able to ride this one down comfortably as well. If I lose, it's going to be small. Alright, I might actually get out here though, because the market is still testing that level. Wait, we might get a rejection here actually.
I want to see mine go through 41s now. If not, I might have to just take out some. Because if not, it's going to triple bottom there. I don't want it to triple bottom on the 5 minute. There you go. It just got crushed. Now it needs to hold 21.55s. 21.60s would get me out.
Still battling that 266.50 level. Kind of going back and forth. I'm out. We just pushed above it. I took a $2 loss there. Actually, break even. Completely break even. Nice. But yeah, SPY actually ripped above 266.50. It's at 266.70 now. I think we'll see a lot of other stocks start to follow it up until at least we hit 267, the whole dollar. 267 might act as resistance, but market's pulling back up a little bit. I'm not trading options, Emma. I'm shorting it. I made $500 on a Zoom yesterday. I mean, a lot of times they
All
just
right,
don't
guys.
show.
Stop placed at 2161s. If we get up there again, I need to get out. I'm trying to let this crush down, but if it doesn't crush down, then we just need to get out on the profits because we need to take out at least some profits here now that we're down. There you go. Good move there. Could have crushed down here.
Yeah, TF, Mike, they just don't show their screen, so they kind of just hide it. And, like, that's what I don't respect about them. Like, they hide it. Like, yeah, they'll show it sometimes just to have credibility, but, like, most of the time they're hiding it.
Like most out there.
Yeah.
The biggest thing I always say is this one, the active order screen. This is the truth. The active one, you know, you can't lie about. You know, once you're already in a position, you know, you can tell them a little bit later, but there's nothing like the active order screen. That's where you guys are seeing the orders just sit there.
Alright, so I think the SPY is going to run into some 267 resistance. And look, like I said, like if you don't show people, like if you don't want to show people, that's fine. Like, but as long as you're, like if you're selling something and then you hide your screen, that's not the right way to be, man. You know.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, Raul, that's probably not real.
I'm using trade ideas mostly. As for indicators, I use the VWAP a lot.
All right, guys. So what's going on with Gush is it's creating a bottom on the 15 and a bottom on the 5. We don't want to see it come back above 55, so that's why we have to stop at 2160s. I'm going to let this crush down, but if it doesn't go through the 2130s, then we're just going to take the 2160s. It's okay.
Yeah,
There it
SPY.
is. We're out. There's no need to fight the trend, guys. The trend's gonna push it back all the way to VWAP. I'm not gonna be there fighting. All right, guys, that got me out. We made a total of $43 there, guys. Bounce back in the green, and gonna wait now for the next kind of roll of momentum that comes through, and then I'll be looking to trade. I'm actually gonna take a break. I'm gonna let John take over for a little while. I'll try to be back if I get enough time, but I'm gonna take a break, guys. Nice little win there. At least we're in the green. 2 trades, 1 winner, 1 loss. But the main thing was when we lost $20, I think $20 or $23. And then when we won, we made $43. You see how the math adds up there, guys? That's always the key. A lot of trading has to do with just the management of your risk.
And I'm looking at maybe shorting MU here. MU is pulling up to that previous low of the day at 47.20. Now, if I think the SPY is going to drop and I think MU is going to hold here, a nice little 20 shares or a nice little hold there for MU, I might consider shorting into it. But as I say that, MU just broke into it. So we'll see what I think. I think it really is going to dictate. It's going to depend on what the market does. I think the market's going to dictate what all these other stocks do. And so market is actually testing the VWAP, trying to change trends to an upward trend right now. And we'll see what we get there. This channel is the most underrated, most helpful channel on YouTube right now. Yeah, I appreciate it. I think we are. I think we give people the real, like, the truth, like the reality behind it. And I think the reason we can do that is because we don't sell anything, you know. And so I think that we can just tell people how long it really takes to do this well. We can stream live because, again, like, people hate, but it's like nobody else is actually consistently profitable that's streaming live. Well, there are a few, like Mir is, I would say, and a few others, but most people they're either not profitable or they're not streaming live, and then they're claiming to be profitable, and you know, you get a little bit of both in the world. But you know, like I said, I'm very proud of myself because I've been green for weeks and weeks and weeks and months now on streaming it all live, and I'm kind of proof that you can do this profitable. A lot of people say day trading is just gambling. I'm proof that you can be green every single day, and I stream it all live too. And so, you know, that's something I'm super proud of. Trading it a little bit smaller today because we've been a little bit more choppy overall, and so trading a little bit more careful today. VWAP test here. I'm looking at the SPY and I'm seeing win. And what it's doing is crossing underneath the VWAP. I'm gonna get in 200 shares here, a small position. See if we can scalp a quick few cents from this. See if we get a market push down, or what happens down to like 267 in the market if it drops enough for me to take a small win.
All right, guys, I'll be back. I'm gonna go switchy switch.
Yeah, you're gonna get that switchy switch.
Celebrate a little bit of a win. Be focused. Always stay on the process, guys. I'll be back. I'll try to get back beforehand.
All right, guys. Y'all wish Mitch the Richie Rich Mitch go and get the switch. Wish him luck today, team. All right, I'm gonna take half off here. I know I didn't take half off. Great. I'm gonna take half off there. Gonna hold this last little 100 shares. See if we get a much larger breakdown. Hold the rest break even, I guess. The next, really ideally, the next step would be the 47 whole dollar level for this one. But I can hold this one and let's see if the SPY really starts to break down for me with this last 100 shares, since it's pretty risk-free. I've already made my money on it. Yeah, I'm out. Market squeezed up back above the VWAP, and so I decided to exit there. Up $71 on the day, roughly. I'm kind of a contractor for TAFs. I think that's what they use, but I'm a contractor for them, so you know, you get to trade their account. So I'm essentially contracting for TAFs is the way they do it, and then there's a profit split. It's kind of like a prop firm, I guess is the best way to run. How do you make money from shorting? I just bet the stock's gonna go down. If the stock goes down, I make money. Stock goes up, I lose money. Kind of how shorting is. I'm gonna look for this this crack right here in MU as well. If we can break under, if the SPY looks really weak here and can break specifically under 267, I might short into this. I'm either gonna short into MU or AMD, but I tend to like MU a little bit better here. Just how it's been moving. But I'm watching the SPY to see if the SPY breaks under 267. About 30 cents away from there, and I don't want to short it until we get that. I appreciate it, Sim. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. Like I said, too fast. It feels good, dude. Because like people hate, man. People hate just because they're insecure. You know, they hate because they're insecure. They wish they would have built a community like this, or whatever reason. They wish, you know, for whatever reason, they're insecure, right? Like people are insecure creatures, and so, you know, a lot of the time they'll wait for me to lose, and then they'll criticize me and be like, "You suck," you know. But I've been winning so much. Like what? I'm losing like one day a week on average, maybe a little bit less, and so haters have been awfully silent, and so then they pivot to something else they can hate on, and it's like I feel kind of bad for them, because it's like if that's what you're doing in life, like if you're just waiting for an excuse to hate on somebody, you've just got to be super insecure, man, just super insecure. You know what I mean? Like I don't care. if somebody does something I disagree with, I don't sit there and obsess over it. I just ignore it. You know, I don't let it take up space in my head. But when people, here, I'm going to short into MU here. But when people get so worried about what I'm doing and about my trading, you know, it's weird. I feel kind of bad because they let it take up so much space in their head, you know. Maybe I got caught here on this squeeze up. It hurts. I'm gonna see if the SPY gets rejected here, so I'm gonna hold it for like a split second longer, but I'm gonna jump out. Yeah, SPY just ripped up here. Unfortunate. It's kind of a fake out fade, so I wouldn't mind shorting into this here as well, but I'll let it be. Hey, thank you guys. Hey man, I'm learning. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, no, most people are supporting members, but you'll get every blue moon, you'll just get some guy that just gets super weird. Like for some reason, a lot of times my theory is that it's actually like people I know in real life, right? It's actually people I know in real life, and I have a few theories. Their name starts with an S, or part of their name starts with an S, and so I kind of have a feeling, and I can kind of look on the geography on where they're from through YouTube, and you know, I've got a good idea on who some of these kind of like obsessive haters are, and like I said, they're people I know personally for the most part, and again, I just feel bad for them. But you know, it is what it is. I probably talk about it too much, you know, but it's just part of it. It just feels good to be green every day, because it's like they can't say anything. You know what I mean? They can't say anything. They pivot to something else that they look to criticize me for. You know, like if I'm losing, they're like, well, you're losing, and then if I'm winning, they're saying I'm not making enough, and then if I'm winning more, they're saying I'm risking too much. You know, and they just pivot to whatever they can to hate. And like I said, it's got to be kind of a sad life. You know, it really does. Like, you know, it is what it is. I love what I do here, you know. I love the YouTube channel. Feels good, you know. No, I have the SPY chart up. So this is, I'll try to show you guys. Like, this is my screens. It's going to be hard to bring it to make you guys see it. I'll try to, no, it's, okay, so yeah, I'll just drag it. So this is my screens. I have 3 monitors. This is one of them, right here. And so you can see, here's the SPY. Here's MU. Watching AMD, Zoom, MU, the S&P 500, Disney, Uber. And so I've got about, 8 other charts up on my right monitor. And so that's why you'll see me kind of peep over and check my right monitor sometimes. There we go. No. No, I don't think so. Is one a trainer, a trade net? I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, 100%. It certainly does. Stocks, the live stream revenue check feels good too. Yeah, man, it all feels good. But in the end, like I said, if something's bothering me, I don't go obsess and like stalk somebody and obsess over it. I just ignore them. You know, it shouldn't bother them that much. And that's how you know it's insecurity. Because like whatever I'm doing here that they disagree with, it shouldn't bother them that much. You know, in the end, if you're spending that much of your energy, like I have people that immediately like just wait for me to start the stream every morning, and then they go over and they dislike it. You know, it's like that's some you know, dedication, man. You know, but regardless, it's like what I'm doing shouldn't bother them that much. It really shouldn't. And so you know it's insecurity. And like I said, I'm just kind of waiting for some momentum because Mitch isn't here, and so I'm just kind of here by myself, and I'm waiting for some momentum on the downside. Right now the SPY's back to the middle range, slightly above the VWAP. We can take a look at it here. And so for now, I'm just kind of hanging back and sitting here. SPY's right in the middle of the range, like right about here is the middle of the daily range, I would think. Maybe a little bit lower, maybe like right there. But because of that, until we get a following move up or down, I just gotta wait. And so I'm just gonna, how about Habib dropping out, and how about Ferguson versus Gaethje? That should be a killer fight, man. Yeah, 100%, Brian, for sure. Yeah, man. AMD, it looks rough. Uber ripping. Yeah, we'll see what else we can find today. I'm not really loving anything right now. We need some momentum moves. So maybe if AMD like braked. What if AMD broke under 48? I would take it maybe on a short scalp. Yeah, but Uber's still in the middle range too. I gotta wait for this something to break. And so right now, what I mean is, I want the SPY to push below the VWAP. If it pushes below this level or this level, I might short some downward moving stocks. I think it might bounce right here though, right kind of where it's built up this confirmation. I think now 267.50 is a big level, but I also am looking at this opening range high that is now holding as resistance right here for the SPY. And so those are all the short-term levels that I'm watching here to see if we get a break. I think Tony's gonna win. I think Tony's gonna win, but I think Gaethje's got a chance. And I think Gaethje, I think Tony broke his leg the last time him and Habib were supposed to fight, and I think Gaethje has devastating leg kicks. And so I think if Gaethje can plan it right and just tear up Ferguson's legs, he has a shot. He has a chance. And I would really honestly love to see Gaethje versus Habib. Gaethje versus Habib sounds like a great fight, because people don't realize like Gaethje is a NCAA wrestler. And so it's like, he might be able to stop Habib's takedowns. And if he tears up Habib's legs enough, you know, it might put him in a tough spot too. Yeah, ripping's the new tanking. I still gotta get tanking shirts. I wish they would do Conor versus Ferg. I don't think Conor would ever take that fight though. I think Conor's gonna run from that. I don't think so. Amrod, why? Do you think one is? Is somebody over there talking bad about me? They shouldn't, you know, but maybe. Alright, so yeah, there's the SPY breaking over that high. Appreciate the love, JF. Thank you, bro. Yeah, everybody hit that subscribe and like button. But yeah, why do y'all keep saying that? Is that, you know... Is 1-1? I don't know, man. What's up, James? What's up, dude? Alright, now we're getting a move up. We're getting a pull back here. MU, AMD are both broken above the VWAP. Now we might get some high of the day moves that I could take, possibly. I'm watching the SPY, see if we get a break over the high of the day. I gotta wait for it though. Alright, so here we're getting some pushes in AMD and MU. Waiting for those. So Amrod, are you asking me if I'm a trainer at TradeNet? If that's your question, the answer is no. If you're asking me if whoever is hating on me is a trainer at TradeNet, I don't think so. And, you know, I don't think they are. But if you have heard them, you know, let me know. Because I don't think so. I would think they wouldn't. But who knows? I mean, listen, Amrod, becoming a member here, man, it's just a way to support our free content. We promote TradeNet and TEFs here, so like, yeah, like if y'all want to check out TradeNet and TEFs, I have a link that'll get you a discount there, because that's who I use. I think they're the cheapest way a new trader can get started, so actually I'm very supporting of them. Some people hate on them, but I don't, just because I think new traders need a cheap option. The PDT rule is absolutely ridiculous in that a new trader has to essentially save up thousands of dollars, 25K, in order to actively day trade, and I think new traders are going to lose their first few accounts. It doesn't matter where they go, what broker they use. A new trader is usually going to lose their first few accounts, and so if you make a new trader save up 25 grand, you're basically ensuring that a new trader is going to lose 25K as their first account, which is ridiculous. It's going to be unnecessarily soul crushing to lose 25K as your first day trading account, right? And so with that, I think places like TradeNet giving people cheap accounts, letting them actively day trade and also short with a decent amount of buying power, and it comes with a course and a demo account and access to that chat room. I think that bundle makes a load of sense. You know, I also respect them because they're not sleazy with it. They live stream every day too, and they're not sleazy with it at all. And so I respect them. Don't think I'm talking bad about them, because I'm not. And sure, there's pros and cons. You know, not many penny stocks are available, and so if you're looking to trade penny stocks, probably not the right platform for you. But I think in the end, new traders having a place where you can actively day trade a solid sized account for $400 is necessary, because, you know, new traders lose, and so it's much better to lose a $400 account that's a decent sized account that you can actively day trade on than save up 25 grand and lose that. And I think in that regard it makes a lot of sense. And yeah, people hate on TradeNet. A lot of the time they just lost their account and they're too immature to be able to be introspective enough to be like, yeah, I lost my account because I took a bunch of dumb trades. You know, so instead they blame their platform or they blame me. And that's probably where a certain percent of my haters come from. It's just people that are too immature to realize that they just took a bunch of dumb trades, and that's not my fault. You know, trading's a very emotional thing. Humans are very emotional creatures, and so with that, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, if y'all want the link, here it is. You can go check it out. Cheapest way to get started, in my opinion, and it's a good way to help support our channel. I make a commission if you guys sign up, so of course I'm biased towards them, obviously, and so do your research, but I think it's a cheap way to get started. So technically it's an educational package, and then you're essentially contracting for them, right? So it's like you spend $400, comes with a course, a demo account to practice and trade on, and access to their chat room. And then I think as long as you haven't bought over 2 intro packages, you should be approved. But reach out to them and be sure. And then once you're approved, it's like a prop firm. It operates like a prop firm. So there's like a 70-30 profit split. So if you make $1,000 net, you bring your $14,000 account up to $15K in net profit. They're going to keep $300. You're going to keep $700 of that. But again, they're giving you $14,000 to trade with for $400, right? And then even, you know, there is a max loss there, and your max loss is $700. But even when you really think about that, you know, you're spending $399, your max loss is $700, so you're almost getting twice as much, and so in risk-reward terms, it's actually a good deal as well. But, you know, again, there's pros and cons. It's not perfect, obviously, but I think it's a cheap way for a new trader to get their feet wet, for sure. I've never used that, Jack. Never used it. How long did it take to become profitable? Years. I know, Mo. I took another trade on MU. I just got impatient. My screen's been up, so I want to show people, you know, my trades, and I just got a little impatient. It's alright. Like I said, if you guys, like I said, something I'm super proud of is that if you go back, there's a big question on whether day trading can actually be profitable, right? There's a big question on whether it can be profitable. Some people think it's just luck. Some people think it's just gambling. Some people say it's impossible to be a profitable day trader, right? If you go back and you watch every stream in the last 2 months, and you look at my P&L at the end of the day, in the last 2 months at least, you'll see I've ended green a large majority of those days, right? And so maybe I'm just getting lucky, but I think when you go on 7 and 8 day green streaks, it's very unlikely that that's luck, And so, like I said, one thing I'm proud of is that I am living proof that you can be profitable doing it, because I stream live every day. I can't fake it. And it's a really cool feeling to finally, but it takes years. It's not something that you just pick up. I know the penny stock gurus. I know what the penny stock gurus say. Penny stock gurus buy my course. I turned $1,000 into $6 million in 6 months. Just buy my $5,000 penny stock course, and you can get rich quick too. That's what they say, right? It's all nonsense. Most of the time, penny stock gurus are just front-loading ones of positions, and then they're pumping it up with their chat room or whatever it is, and then they're profiting and selling into that strength, leaving half of their followers kind of holding that bag, right? They'll order a bunch of prop money, fake money, and they'll rent a Lamborghini for a day, and they'll stand in front of a mansion, and they'll be like, "I'm just such a profitable trader. Do you want to get rich?" And they'll appease people's emotions, until somebody says, "Well, I want a mansion, I want a Lamborghini, I'm going to spend $5,000 on a penny stock day trading course," right? When the reality is, penny stocks are super unpredictable and extremely risky. And the only reason they're pushing penny stocks is because, again, they're low float, you can manipulate them easier, and they can front load onto those positions. And the trading world is filled with that. There's so much of that, right? The reality is most stuff's available for free already online somewhere. You can find a large majority of day trading content available for free already online. You don't have to pay for any super expensive course. But it takes years. And like I said, Justin here trades penny stocks and he's relatively successful. I'm not saying you can't make money with penny stocks. I'm saying especially for a new trader, it's a low percentage play. If you know what you're doing, you can make money, but you're risking so much. You're probably gonna lose, and people need to understand that. Big drop in the market. Maybe I can catch some downward momentum on AMD here. Look at that. See, my support and resistance is on point. Look at that level. Down to the very cent right there. Look at that. My levels are on point. And I think that's one of the single biggest things you need to understand if you're going to trade momentum, is where the levels are. Yeah, no, I got a Toyota, Isaac. Get it right, bro. I'm not about that Camry life. Oh, no, wait. Is a Toyota a Camry? What's a Camry? Nissan? No, it is a Toyota. What's a Camry? I have no idea. I've got a Tundra though, and it's not. I've got like a. Really no. I've got a Toyota Venza, and then I've got a 2013 Toyota Tundra truck. But yeah, it's definitely not a Lamborghini. Even if I had $1 million, I wouldn't buy a Lamborghini, because that's like 10% of that $1 million? I'm not spending 10% on a car. That's stupid. Just to look rich? That's dumb. That's what dumb people do. I might short into AMD here, anticipating the SPY maybe rejecting. No, I'm just gonna wait actually. SPY looks like it's bouncing, testing the view up. That's a quick rejection there. Oh, it is a Toyota Camry. Yeah, man, I have no idea. Isaac, I'm not gonna let you troll, bro. I'm the troll stopper, dude. I'm troll busters in here, you know. That's my job, dude. Now a Skyline is justified, Justin. Now a Skyline, that's a dope car, you know. If you could give me the option of a Skyline versus a Lamborghini, I'd pick the Skyline every time. You know, especially if you got the Honda, or I guess they're all Hondas, right? But if you got the old school, which you do, those are some cool cars, man. I was a tuner guy, man. I grew up in the Fast and Furious days. What's up, dude? Hey, man. What you doing, buddy? You getting some paper? I like your hawk. You want to see my owl? This is an owl, right? My son made me this yesterday. Look how brilliant he is. You did a great job, buddy.
I also made another one.
You made another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember?
Yeah, I do. Thank you, buddy.
Look, it's that.
I know, it's so great. It looks great. Love you, buddy. Thank you. My son, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, dude. Hey, listen, I'm not judging you if you drive a Camry. I like Camrys, man. You know, like I said, I think a lot of people don't understand where it's like, it's a tough thing to explain, right? Like, a lot of the time, young people are put into debt because they buy new cars when they shouldn't. You know, they buy new cars when they shouldn't. Now, if you're making six figures plus, you know, and you just have FU money, then driving a new car is fine. But a lot of young people finance new cars, and financing a new car is the single worst investment you're ever gonna make, even if you have good credit. And so it gets people stuck in debt from a very early age when they're first getting started, and subsequently ends up hurting their future business prospects, right? Like, they could start a business with that money, but instead they're tied to paying it down every month. And, you know, I think in the end, when you drive a new car off the lot, it loses like a huge percentage of its value. And so I think that, you know, it doesn't matter what your car is, as long as it works fine, you know. I mean, as long as it's reliable and works fine, that's all that really matters. But again, I think a lot of young people want to floss, and, you know, they want clout, and so they buy new cars when they just don't need them. Point is, buy a used car. Even if it's like only a year or two old, it's still going to be a way better deal. Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Rustlin. I appreciate it, man. Yeah. Jack's a little math whiz, man. I can ask Jack a ton of different questions in math, and he'll just spit those things out right away. Super smart kid. Yeah, I'm just waiting here. We're sideways right now, guys. Kind of looking at AMD, but I'm just waiting. Everything's too extended right now. Market's sideways, choppy. Day trading, Dylan. And listen, here's the thing, right? I don't want to tell people, if you have the money and you really enjoy cars, then buy your car, man. You know what I mean? Like I get that. Like, it just depends on what you enjoy. But it's like, if you want to start businesses and like do stuff like that, don't buy a brand new car. That's dumb, you know? But again, maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong. I'm just kind of talking here. So I don't mean to, you know, talk bad about anybody if they did buy a new car. Not really, Dylan. Alright, so here's a squeeze up, which is why I've been very hesitant to go short at anything. Again, you can see this level down here at 267, held down to the very cent. Market squeezing up might give me some long opportunity here. More so thinking about, I'm going to get into AMD with 200 shares, very small position, see if the market pushing up can help me here, make a few quick bucks from it, and if not, keep it small. Big pullback in the SPY. I'll probably just hold this one underneath the VWAP until it breaks underneath the VWAP, see if we can get a big surge back up here, if we can. Market's pushing up. Ideally, I'd like to see the market break 269s for breaking that high of the day is what I really want to see. Ah, AMD faked me out. Like I said, I'll hold this, see if it bounces off the VWAP. If not, though, it's been a very break-even day for me. It's the first day that we haven't gotten any big moves in one direction for the SPY, and so a little bit choppier day overall. Hey, I appreciate the sub, D'Angelo. Thank you, man. There we go. AMD is just so choppy today, unfortunately. I think we're gonna get a bounce right now in the market. I might add a little bit here. I'm gonna add right there. I'm in with 300 shares now. Ah, I thought the market might squeeze up. It didn't right there. There we go. Come on. Break that previous high. AMD market squeezing up should help me here. Kind of wish I would have gotten a little bit bigger share size for this late in the day, but it's alright. See, every time I get right around 15, I kind of want to sell. Hey, bud. You get more paper? Hey, mom, your mom got mad at you. She said she was using too much paper, buddy. Look, you can have 2 more pieces, but that's it for now, okay? Alright, you don't want to waste all the paper, dude. Man, big pullback. maybe I should have taken profits there, but AMD's just following the SPY to a certain extent, and so, you know, I keep it small. Get the full position so I can exit it quick. I'm just gonna have my hand over here and watch it. Ah, that one hurts. Just super. I think I'm a AMD. I haven't had good results with. I think it's a little bit more choppy today, unfortunately. But yeah, this is what we get. If you look at like yesterday versus today, you'll see why I've been making money and why today it's a little bit harder. I'm still up, but look at how sideways the day is. I mean, we're trading big ranges, but the market's not firmly picking a direction at all. And so, like, if we look back at yesterday, for instance, we'll see like yesterday was a much better day, where we actually maintained a downward trend and we stuck to it for most of the day. Like, look how well it maintained a downward trend yesterday. And today it's just up and then down and then up and then down, unfortunately. Still green. And it's still early for the most part. I mean, I still probably trade some. If I think the market's gonna bounce right here, I could go long in a few stocks, but I think I'm gonna wait. Maybe I'm gonna switch over to MU trading though. See if we can catch MU maybe over the whole $1.48. What kind of squeeze? What kind of screen do I have? I have a 34-inch ultra wide as this middle screen that you guys see, and then my right screen is a 27-inch, and then my left screen is a 27-inch. So look, I'll try to show you guys this really quick. These are my screens right here. I got my left screen, got my middle screen, my ultra wide, and then I got my left screen there. So these are my screens. What? Huh? It's just one. Yeah, it's just one. It's just one. Okay, let's print together one, so you're gonna have to wait. Alright. See, maybe I should have taken AMD or MU there. I just jumped in MU. I'm in with 200 shares. We'll see if I just give back my profit, but I'm gonna see if I can ride this up for a high of the day break if we get it. See if the market can rip up and consequently drag MU up. There's the market pushing up, breaking highs. Good. Catch the high of the day break. I don't want to be too greedy here. I'm going to sell half there, so it made about here. Made a little bit there. See if we hold this big push. I'm gonna hold this last little 100 shares. I'm gonna get out the rest there. Just a quick little scalp on the high of the day break. The market might actually drag some other stuff up here, so maybe I'll get some other chances, but like I said, kind of a break-even day today, guys. Very difficult for me to trade chop, but if the SPY breaks highs here, I might jump into more stuff. We're pulling back right at the highs of the day. We get another surge up. I'm going to scalp another move with a little bit bigger sizing this time, maybe like 400 shares. get over 269. I'm gonna jump in. Trying 269. We're trying to break highs. I'm gonna jump in there. I'm in with 400 shares of MU. I wanted to get close to the whole dollar is the reason I got in. Anticipating that the market would squeeze up here, and I could take a few shares off quickly. Alright, there's the market squeeze up. Let's see if I can make a little bit of money from this one. The market pushing up for 269s. It looked good for a second. Market quickly reversed, unfortunately. So I should probably get out. Yeah, I'm out. It looked good for a second. I think I probably should have sold into it. The market just faked us out, which is what we're kind of getting today. The market is just pushing up and then faking people out, pushing back down. And I might get another shot here. But definitely a more choppy day than we've had in a while. I might try it again, but I'm going to go with 400 again if I do. But it's okay. Red days are going to happen eventually, honestly. As long as I don't get faked out again here at this high of the day for the market is what I'm waiting for. So the market's pushing up and testing this high of the day. Let's see what we get here. But I'm watching the market very closely. The SPY is what I mean. Doesn't look like we're going to get it. I'll wait. Alright, I see the market starting to move again on the upside. I jumped in with another 200 shares here of AMD. Big surge up. I wonder what my fill was at. Market pushed above highs. Let's see if we can ride this up to the high of the day. Looks like my entry is about 05 or 6. There we go. There's the surge up that I originally wanted. I just got squeezed out of the first one quickly. Nines. I'm trying to be patient here with these, but I'm getting squeezed out. Market's struggling to break the highs is what I mean. That looks weak. Alright, I'm gonna get out here. Kept it very small, but the market got rejected. Look, this is what I'm trading off of. You guys can see it. Let me squeeze this down. This is what I'm trading off. So the market looked like it was going to break and squeeze, looked like it was going to break and squeeze, pull back down, unfortunately. And like I said, guys, this is the first losing day I've had in, what, like 2 weeks since last Wednesday, so a week, actually. And losing days are going to happen. I'm sure I'll probably catch everything else. I'll leave it up for a little while longer, but I think I'm letting impatience get the best of me to a certain extent. Market's too sideways for me. It's trying to break up and push up and break highs, but UV 600 employees test positive. Yeah, Rustlin, I know you're just trying to help, man. What I'm saying though is that, like, listen, man, I've been doing this every day for weeks now. And so, you know, there's a method to my madness. If it looks like I'm just taking crazy trades, like there's a method to it. I'm sure I'll be fine. And if today's a red day, that's okay too. But 13, like yesterday, I made $500, and so we'll see what we get today. But I'm keeping it very small and very light, and trying to trade off the volatility of the market. But we're just not getting that much today. And so I guess the point is, I know you're just trying to help, brother. So no stress. But point is, there's kind of a method to what I'm doing, and so we'll be all right. Your good luck charm. Thank you, Bailey. I appreciate it. Alright, I'm going to try this one more time, guys. But I'm going to wait until the market squeezes up in a big way. Because, like, really what we're running into is this. It's the previous high of the day, but it's also this opening range high right here. And so it can't seem to hold above that level. There's a squeeze up. Rejection. I'm not going to take that. I got to wait for it to break. Everyone has red days, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's going to happen. Yesterday, $500 day. The day before that, I think I made like 170. The day before that, I think I made 200. And so it's been a very profitable few weeks trading like I'm doing now. Of course, everyone's not going to work out. Like I said, you just don't want to be that guy that, you know, it's like I'm green every day, and green every day, right? I take the strategy, green trade, and then the one time the trade doesn't work out, somebody tries to tell me what I'm doing wrong, which it's like, I'm just doing the same thing I've done that's made me, 10 green days in a row. And so if you lose, it doesn't necessarily mean you're doing anything wrong. It just means that instance of your trade didn't work out, and that is going to happen. You're going to lose sometimes. But again, it's the same strategy I've been using. Today we just have a lot more fake outs, a lot more choppy. And so I might revert back to like bounces, VWAP fades and VWAP bounces on days like this. I scalp off of momentum, rustling lately. I'm trading with 240K, but it's a $8,000 account, so it's a small account. It's less than 25,000 account. But yeah, it's a small one. A lot of buying power there. They give me a lot of buying power to trade with. No, trading's not my main job. I'm not an expert, obviously, or a guru or anything like that. I just day trade. The channel's called Beginner Trading because we're just a free resource and community for new traders, right? And so not an expert at all. Still growing my account. I mean, my account's profitable. And again, something I'm really proud of is that if you look at my P&L at the end of every stream in the last 3 months, you'll see I'm profitable a large majority of the time. My trading style is mostly either scalping or I'll take VWAP plays. So I'll take like VWAP bounces, VWAP fades. We've got a lot of good content on VWAP fades and bounces, really profitable strategies. It just depends on what the market's giving us, to be honest. But again, today's one of those days, if you look at the overall trend, like look at how sideways this market is right now. I mean, it's putting in big ranges, but very sideways day. We're just not doing much. We're keeping within a narrow window of strategies to take on the momentum side, so we'll see what we can get, but it is what it is. No, I'm not doing the $14,000 account. No, I mean, he's just, let me see. Nah, he's not being, No, he's just trying to help, honestly. So he's just trying to help. I'm not mad at him for trying to help. Mitch West here. But no, they give me a lot of buying power, but my account's an $8,000 account. And so me being up 2,500 or so is over 25% in the last few months. And so it's been a good few months. And that's a very reasonable win, I think, a reasonable gain. The buying power is different, but the actual account's an $8,000 account. So by that logic, it is small. I think any account under 25K is small. Alright, so here's the market pushing up again. I'll see if I can catch MU on this pullback. I like it a little bit more on this pullback. I'm going to jump in here a little bit early this time for MU and see if we can ride it up. And then this will probably be my last trade. If this one doesn't work out, I'm just going to hang it up. Ideally, I'd like to see it push over 48 with this market that's moving up and testing these highs up there. And so that's ideally what I would like to see. I don't know if I'm going to get it, but that's what I would want to happen. Alright, market's pushing back up to test that high. We'll see if it actually breaks 269 this time. It's the level it's been struggling with for the last 15 minutes. It's faked me out a few times. How much does my $8,000 account cost me a month? $15, I think, is what it is. $15 a month for the platform fees. Alright, so there's the SPY pushing up again and breaking that high. Ideally, I'd like to see MU now follow suit to a certain extent and push back up and break over 48. That's what I really want to see. There we go. Alright, I took half off there. I'm going to take another half off here, and then I'm going to let the rest work. That's the move I've been trying to catch this whole time, but it just faked me out the first few times, unfortunately. But finally. Alright, but a big pop in the market. We'll see what else we get today. Market ripped up finally and broke out of that range, so we'll see if it holds now. I'm going to get out another half here and then hold this last little bit. Probably a break-even day after commissions, but that's the move I've been waiting for all day. It's this big surge up in the market. I'm going to hold these 50 shares and just let that build and see if I can find anything else that looks kind of in the middle range since the SPY's breaking highs up here. SPY's still ripping up. There we go. I'm gonna take the rest off there. But yeah, that's the move I was waiting for this whole time. It just faked me out the first few. But yeah, as you can see, I made all my money back. We'll see what we get, but those are the type of moves that I've been trading. Maybe I should have held a little bit with AMD, but we'll see if we can find some following moves now. Yeah, I have the Pro package on Taps and TradeNet, right? So it gives me 240,000 in buying power, but there is a 85-15 split, so they're going to keep 15% of my profits, but they're giving me a ton of buying power with that, and it cost $8 grand. Is basically the way it works. It's kind of like a prop firm, and so it's technically an educational package. It comes with like a course and a demo account and access to their chat room, and I think this one comes with like a little bit more stuff. I just haven't used it, but then once you're approved, you get a big account like this, and I think the split is 85-15. So they're gonna, I think the max loss on this account though is 12 grand, and so I have a $12,000 max loss for $8,000, and then 85-15 split is the stats for this account, I think. So it's not really my program, Flingshot. Like I said, I just post their link and I use them. But it's not really my program. Best thing to do is ask them, because like I said, it's not mine. I post referral links like every other YouTuber in the world with their brokers and products and platforms, but it's not mine. So I'm not 100% sure, everything about them. I don't know everything about them. I just know what I've experienced myself. And like I said, for what I've experienced myself, not many penny stocks. You're not going to get to day trade many penny stocks. It's mostly mid and high cap stocks that have decent liquidity. As long as it has decent liquidity over a long period of time, it's usually going to be tradable. Most ETFs are tradable, but like low float penny stocks are not, unfortunately, for the most part. There's a few exceptions, but for the most part, the fills are decent. I use a market order for my fills because limit order fills, there's like a 3-cent rule. And so to get around that, I use market, and I try to trade small spread stocks if I'm going to trade. The other thing is it comes with a demo account, it comes with a paper account, but I think like their base package is $3.99, and I think the real reason it's beneficial for a new trader is because it allows them to day trade a decent account for cheap. A lot of times, like, the story of a new trader is that they'll save up thousands and thousands of dollars, they'll deposit that into an online platform, and then they'll lose that. But with this, you're only risking $400, and so if you lose it, it's not the end of the world, and it's a good way to gain that experience that you need as a new trader. And sure, you could potentially make money with it, but I think it really shines for new traders trying to gain experience and learn how to trade. I think that's where it makes the most sense, because it comes with a paper account and a course and a demo account and access to their chat room. And it gives you enough buying power to really learn how to short and go long, and I think that's where it makes the most sense. But again, everybody's different, and everybody has their own preferences. The market is pushing up, breaking highs. They get 15%. I don't. I'm letting my buying power build right now, Flingshot. Best safe strategy, VWAP bounce, VWAP fade. Is probably a really safe strategy. I'll post that link if you want to check it out. I got a good class called Understanding VWAP. It's all free, and it's just how we trade the VWAP. But if you want a good safe strategy, watch this class. Hey, I appreciate the sub as well. In the sky, Michael, David. I appreciate the love, guys. Appreciate the support. But yeah, like I said, I mean, the way I'm trading, guys, it's very difficult for new traders. And so you might see me be profitable every day and want to trade my strategies. These scalping strategies are very difficult. You got to have a lot of focus, and that's why sometimes I'm not. I'm not like talking a lot when I'm in my trades, and I'm not calling out my trades as much, as because I'm taking very quick trades, very short-term trades. I might jump into Zoom a little bit here with like 30 shares for an upward style trade. If we can hold here. I'm going to jump in with 30. Oh no, I didn't get it. Let me see. 30 shares of Zoom. And the other thing is, like, commissions are pretty cheap on here, right? So it's like, if you really think about it, it's probably the best suited for small size trading, right? Because it's like, it's $1.50 in and $1.50 out if I'm taking small size on here, right? So, a round trip, if I'm taking 200 shares or less, is like $3 or $4. So it's very, very cheap for a round trip, and it enables me to take very small sizing and profit from that. And so, for instance, I'm gonna get out of Zoom here, and I just made like $16. I'm still gonna profit like 13 of that, and so it's a very good margin overall. To scalp like I did on Zoom. And look at that, I caught that move really nicely for Zoom with the market squeezing up. We'll see what else we can find. Kind of getting into my rhythm a little bit better, but it is kind of late. The broker gets 15%. It's a 70-30 split, so it's like I said, it's like a prop firm, so to speak. So you got to think of it like a prop firm, right? And so they're giving you all this buying power, but they're going to take a percentage of your profits when you make them. Right, so it's like the base package, they're giving you $14,000 to trade with, and they're giving you a $700 loss on that, max loss. So it's like, if you go under $13,300, but they're going to keep 30% of your profits, right? So if you make $1,000 net, they're going to keep 30% of that, so $300. You're going to keep the other $700. But again, for 400 bucks, they're giving you 14,000 to trade with, which they're supplying you with buying power. They're going to take a cut of your profits, which is understandable, I think. And that's how it works. It's like a prop firm. And aside from this, guys, I don't see anything in really the middle range, and so I've made my money back. I'll probably just hang it up. It's getting kind of late. What do you guys think? You guys think I should hang it up? I'm sure everybody's going to want me to stay. But I don't see much today, guys. A little bit sideways day. Market just broke high, so maybe I could trade some moves off of that. The broker's actually called TEFs, but it's really an educational package. And the way they get around the PDT rule is it's an educational package. And so you're spending $400. You're not depositing $400. You're spending $400 on an educational package that comes with the course, demo account, and access to their chat room. And then once you're approved for the funded account, which I think everybody is, and I think if you're not, you can get a refund as well. That's when you basically become an independent contractor for them, and they allow you to day trade their account, right? But they give you certain parameters that you have to follow, and that's how they get around the PDT rule. But yeah, here's the link if you want to check it out. It's right here. Yeah, there's the link, Blaze, right there if you want to check it out. Market's still pushing up, breaking highs. I might jump in a little bit more on Zoom here. Just depends on how much I think this is going to push up, if I think it's going to push up. Because, like, I finally got the break in the market that I was looking for, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even know if today's going to be green. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't know, man. I don't know if today's going to be green. The problem with Zoom is the spread at this point. I'm going to immediately be down like $10 in Zoom. I don't like that. Thinking about Zoom here. I don't mind this bounce style play. What? What's up, Guapo? What's up, man? Yeah. Maybe. Options. Maybe, bro. We'll see. Big drop at Zoom. I'm kind of waiting here. I'm also looking at Disney, which is moving up to test the previous close, so maybe I'll switch over to Disney instead. Disney's moving over to this previous closing price. That might give me a long opportunity depending on if it breaks and holds that level of support. So that's what I'm waiting on now. While I said that, I might get in Zoom here too. I'm gonna jump in Disney here with 100 shares, and I'm gonna look to see it hold underneath or above this 100. Wait, I didn't short this, right? No, I didn't. Okay, good. I'm gonna look for it to hold above this 101 level for Disney. I just want it to hold over 101. If it doesn't, I can get out. Kind of consolidating, but I'm looking for this to break out a little bit more. See if we can break that previous closing price over 101.24 is what we want to see, and I don't mind getting in a little bit early to see if we get that break. That's what I'm looking for. I'll break even in it now. Let's see if we can push over. Just gonna be patient here. See if we get the break. This previous closing price is a huge level, so I wanted to see it break all of these. And if we can, that's where I'm going to jump into it. I'm going to take profits very quickly, though, if we get over that. That's what we want to see break. Don't get rejected there. Let's hold. There we go. Break. Gonna take half off there. Gonna hold these last 50 shares to see if we get a much larger surge. Again, previous closing price, very profitable level overall. I'm gonna let the last little bit work. See if we can keep pushing, keep churning up here. There we go. Pushing up nice. See if we can head towards that $50 level. That's what we want to see now. Alright, let me get out the rest there. So yeah, same thing I wanted to happen. Remember guys, this previous closing price is a very good level to follow right here. It's essentially the level where a stock goes from red to green when it crosses over this level. And so I'll take that. No Forex. No Forex. Hey, well, good luck, Jonathan. Hope you kill it, man. Nice work. So yeah, you can see why I got out. Huge drop. Big turn on Disney, and I think it actually might bounce right here at this 101.24, because again, it's essentially breaking from red to green, and then it's pulling back down to hold that level of support, and then I think it might pop right back up to this up here. I could scalp that move, but I think I'll probably hang it up for the day, guys. I might be wrong. Maybe it just gets rejected here, but I think it's gonna bounce, pop right back up to at least 101.40. If we don't get that break, then it's pretty choppy. Yeah, maybe we didn't. I don't know. I'm going to hang it up. Small wins, but Green Day nonetheless. Third Green Day this week. I'll take it for a small win. And I'm going to go hang out with my family now, guys. Also, if you want to use the same scanners that we're using, you can use promo code BT15 and get 15% off of these scanners. Best scanners in trading, in my opinion. Super customizable. Yeah, there's the bounce. I was just a little late on the call. Best scanners in trading, in my opinion. Super customizable, lets you do a lot of cool stuff with them, and you can use promo code BT15 to get 15% off. And so especially if you're looking to trade momentum like me, these scanners can really show you what's moving in the market. Can be very profitable scanners. And so again, there's the link if you want to check that out. They're trade idea scanners, super customizable and legit scanners, guys. Like I said, really customizable and real time. You know. You can't see my screen. yeah, this is my screen right here, guys. You see my screen right now. This is the chart I was trading. This is my executing platform, and these are the scanners. So yeah, you can see my screen. But yeah, I'm gonna keep my green profits while I'm ahead, guys. But yeah, team, good luck. I'll see you guys next time. Check out Trade Ideas if you haven't. Oh, and also, guys, if you haven't already, go check out our website. We do have a website here, and let me put this in the middle. We do have a website that has a lot of cool content on it. You can see we've got strategy breakdowns, we've got pattern reviews, we've got a lot of cool stuff on our site. Everything's free. We've got an entire free trading course that you can see has a ton of classes, all for free. We don't charge for anything. It's just the strategies and how we approach them and kind of what we do here. And so go check out our site. Like I said, we got a lot of classes. They're all on YouTube as well. If you go to our playlist section on YouTube, you can check out these classes. But then we have platform reviews. Man, I gotta scroll up because we got so many classes. There we go. We got broker reviews, platform reviews. We got U-Stock Trade, SureTrader, TradeNet, and TEFs. We've got a strategy section that has short, we got short pattern breakdowns here, talking about the different patterns and setups that we trade. And yeah, if you ever want to contact us, you can go to the About section, or you can go to the Contact section, and yeah, go check it out, guys. I'll post this link if you want to check it out. Also, is that link if you want to check out our site. Also, guys, we do have I do have a website where if you need any web development done, if you need any web development done, I do do web development if you need it, and you can go check out our stuff there as well. If you needed any web services done, web design, if you're at home, you want to create a business page, let me know. I'll post that link as well if you want to check it out. And yeah, guys, appreciate the love and support today. We had a lot of new subscribers and stuff like that, so I appreciate the love and support. Another green day for me. I will take it. There's the link for that as well. And let me put the screen back. But yeah, another green day. Like I said, guys, you go back and you look at what I'm ending every day in my P&L. If you look at my P&L at the end of the day, if you go back and watch every stream in the last few months, you'll see I'm green a large majority of my days. If you're a long time member here, you know. So yeah, it's been a very profitable year. So love you all. Have a good day. We'll see you guys next time, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day.